Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to day 6 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. And here's the sketch for today. Now I actually turned my sketch and I realized in these past 6 days how many embellishments that I really put in with each of these page kits I made. Wow, I have not put a dent in hardly any of the embellishments, but all the papers are getting used. So I did have a black and white theme for today, and I'm just going to go ahead and tear off the zip strips. I'm going to scrapbook those 2 pictures of my fiance and our pit bull. That's a funny story. He's actually sitting in the garage watching TV with her. This was during Christmas time because we had to move that chair out of the living room, and so the Christmas tree would fit because I got quite a big Christmas tree. And he decided that he wants to leave that out there in his man cave. So looks like I'm getting new furniture soon, because you can't have couches without a chair. So I'm going to trim up the photos so that I can layer them on top of each other. I do want to use this this background here is going to be my background. I did pull in a doily. It has a cute little black and white striped border and like just a hint of yellow. I'm going to go ahead and grab the black and white diagonal stripe one, and it's like a white chalk line. It's not like a real prominent white. I'm going to go ahead and make my banner out of this piece. Then I put my scraps over to the side. I will reach for them in just a minute. And then I do realize that on this sketch there is a large square rectangle-ish for everything to focus and sit on. So you're going to watch me cut this down, and I do believe I come in several times. So just because I didn't measure it, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I just start taking a couple inches off here and there. And yeah, so that's kind of what happens. I figure out that's way too big. Because right now it's sitting at a 10 by 10, and I'm like, nope, that is too big, so we need to come in with the trimmer one more time, and I'm going to cut off just a smidge, and we're going to do just a smidge. Now, why I thought that was going to work, I do not know, but so I cut it off on the top side too, which made me feel happy, because then I'm like, yeah, now it's starting to look like a rectangle, and that is going to work. I'm going to just banner off my piece right here. Now I did make quite a large angle, but I wanted it to run with the angle of the design, the diagonal on the paper. Otherwise it was going to look wonky to me. I'm going to go ahead and use the reverse side. Well, I do it on the black and white first, and then I use the reverse to bat it in white so that it pops off, because it is going, these 3 pictures are going to be lined up sitting on top of that banner, and I did not want the black and white to you know what I'm trying to say, to blend in. I want you to be able to definitely see and have the pictures pop off the page. While I'm getting these all wonkily trimmed up with my scissors and matting them one more time with some white, I do want to remind you that today is a hop, and listed in the description box below will be all the fun channels that are playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Round 7. This is so much fun. This actually helps to get all kinds of layouts created, pictures scrapped, and items used up. And I love using sketches, as you guys know, because it gives, as a scrapbooking creator, I find myself personally that you find the techniques that you absolutely love and your go-tos. And so those are very prominent in my albums, my go-to design, my go-to layouts. So this just helps just switch it up a bit, right? So that I can have a diverse design structure in my albums, if that makes any sense, which I'm sure you understand. So right here, you guys just seen I had just a little bit of that paper left, and I wanted to mat it one more time, so I do my fun little technique of just mismatching the little strips all around the paper, and you cannot tell that it is matched up. And you can see there, I kept wanting to put the pattern side up, which I kept like laughing because I'm like, no, you're doing the white side. All right, so now I have all 3 of these photos where I like them. matted, and I'm going to layer them wonkily on top of each other so that they can be moved as one single unit. We're going to go ahead and get this black and white polka dot paper down, and I am just going to get it on there and eyeball it, get it on, and then we're going to come in with the banner piece. And I think on the sketch it calls to center it, but I offset it just a smidge. And then we're going to get this pictures. Words are hard today, guys. Why are words so hard? This is my first voiceover of like 5, so better get that out of my system. I do go ahead and get those stuck on there, and now I'm going to take my cute little doily, and we're going to, before I like really adhered that down, I wanted to make sure I popped my doily up underneath, and then we're going to press it down. Now the sketch called for stitching, like a sewing machine, and I didn't feel like pulling all that out, so I just went ahead and grabbed my ruler and my black G2 gel pen, and I'm going to make 2 little dash lines so they're offset from each other, and then I'm going to do the black on the white cardstock or the white pattern paper, and then I'm going to grab my white jelly roller here, as you can see, and I'm going to do the white on the black just so that it pops off. And I like the effect. A little faux stitching. And I did not realize that I left all that in, but it really didn't take that long. I'm just like, just making little hash lines and being very careful not to move my ruler because that would have smeared the gel ink. So I'm going to come in with all of these. I did pull a lot of things from that kit, and I mostly went with all of the golds and the blacks, which, yes, everything in the kit was pretty much matching towards my my layout there, my little page kit. I do use a couple of things like that have a little bit of color. There's one thing basically on there that's going to have some color that goes, and as I'm looking at the layout, it does actually pull out the hedge trimmer that is sitting on the shelf behind him. But I create that cute little cluster down there at the bottom, just with some labels, and glue them all down. And I had this little sunburst wood veneer piece in there, so I go ahead and stick that on there as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab that camera that has a little bit of the color, which I said is what's pulling it out. I stick the camera on there, basically covering up the majority of the end of the chair right there. I stick a little floral piece that's kind of like already used. I used half of it on something else, so I just tuck it up underneath there. I grab this frame and I cut it in half, and I'm going to put the first piece underneath this these 2 pictures right there, and then I do want to cover up the weird angle, so I am going to go ahead and come in with this Keep Dreaming, which is going to serve as the title for my page. I have that little chipboard piece up there that says Friends Forever, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this wonky gold star next to it because it kind of nestles in together. And I'm going to put this little chipboard that says Just Us. And then I get some of these stars scattered about the page. Some of them are paper, some of them are sequins. Just little odds and ends that I had left sitting around. I'm going to go ahead and grab the right remainder of that frame and figure out where I can go ahead and put that. I was toying with sticking it in that, but then I decided we're just going to go ahead and stick it at the top and call it a day. Now this video is quickly coming to an end, so I do want to remind you that it's a hop. Don't forget to hop along and like and subscribe all the other YouTube videos and channels that are playing along on day 6. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button down below if you have not already. The journaling on this page just says Rob and B Winter 2020 with my little dash heart dash. I put that on all my stuff. So I just showed you the layout, and now here are some fun close-ups. Not too many because not a lot of bump and bump going on this layout, but that's going to do it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.